Hello and welcome to the video. This week's video is going to be just a little bit different. Oh, Charger's playing with a tripod. Come here, bud. Come here. Come here. You want to be in the intro? You do? Okay. Okay, you can be in the intro. This week's video is going to be just a little bit different than previous videos, and that is because we celebrated Cynthia's birthday last weekend, and if you saw my video of the summertime scenes and saw that we went floating on the river, we got horribly sunburnt, and over the course of a week just really weren't able to keep up with some of our... Oh, are you cleaning me? Oh, it's because I have coconut oil in my hair. He's licking my head. Over the course of about a week, we haven't really been able to do our usual like tidying, and we typically do like a big clean every weekend to set ourselves up for the week ahead. But because we were feeling so terrible, we didn't really do the full thing. I am doing a coconut oil treatment in my scalp because since the sunburn, everything just feels really, really dry, and Charger apparently likes the taste of the coconut oil. And so while Cynthia is working on laundry in the bedroom, I'm going to be tackling the kitchen. We've got some clean dishes that need to go away and some dirty ones that need to be washed. So I'm going to bring you all along with me as I do this weekend reset. I find these types of videos really relaxing and also very motivating when I watch them on YouTube. So let me know in the comments if you like this type of video, and I will I will maybe include more of these in the future. But right now, I'm gonna go put Mr. Charger on the couch and I'm gonna get started on these dishes. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Erin. I am a booktube YouTube creator. I create bookish videos for YouTube, and I also do creative content on Instagram and Patreon and other spaces across the internet. So welcome to my channel if this is the first video of mine that you've stumbled upon. On the note of horrible sunburn, just as a PSA, wear your sunscreen, kids, and reapply it, because we did have sunscreen on, but since we were on the tubes on the river, and you kind of have to limit what you bring on the river, we didn't bring a tube of sunscreen with us on the river to reapply. Yeah, we have definitely learned our lessons, and we'll be covering up like modest Victorian women for the rest of the summer. Let's tackle the clean dishes and then we'll move on from there. So this pan is especially dirty, and despite all of the scrubbing, there's a lot of like burnt on food. So I'm going to try a little trick that I've seen online using white vinegar and a little bit of water and just have it gently boil on the stovetop and see if that will help kind of break up some of that burned on food. Feels so much better. I have gotten all the dishes done with the exception of the one pan, which is way too hot to handle right now, so I will finish washing that one later. The other thing that I wanted to do today is go through my bookshelf and see if there are any books that I want to unhaul, because I definitely have some books that I've been hanging on to for a number of years, and I'm likely not going to read them, and I've mostly kept them for either sentimental reasons or because I feel bad getting rid of books. So I'm gonna move over to the bookshelf and we're just gonna go through the books and see if there are any that I want to get rid of. So here we are at my bookshelf. I think I'm going to start with the adult fiction section because I don't think I'll have too many that I want to get rid of, since this is typically the genre that I read from. There is one that I know right off the bat I can very likely let go of, Flatland by Edwin A. Abbott. This was one that I read in college, and it's a really interesting one and was very unique in literary history, and it still is unique, but it's not one that's really my type of book. And I think the reason I've kept it all of these years is because it was one that I read in college, and I do like the Oxford World Classics editions, and yeah, but it's not one that I intend to reread ever, so I think I can safely unhaul this one. Definitely keeping all of Jane Austen and Charlotte Bronte. So this is one book that I've had for a very long time, The Society of S by Susan Hubbard. I have not yet read this. I think I got this on discount many, many years ago, and the description sounds so fascinating. Like, it's definitely the type of book that I would enjoy, but I just haven't read it yet. I think it has some sort of tie-in with vampires. So I think I'm gonna hold on to this one, and I think I need to prioritize reading it this year, maybe towards the fall, late summer, early fall. So I'm gonna keep this one for now. Let's see, keeping. Okay, so for adult fiction, I'll just be getting rid of Flatland. And oh, I do need to double check this stack, but I'm pretty sure all of these I will be keeping. Yes, I will be keeping all of those. And I'll be keeping all of these are nonfiction that have to do with either witchcraft or astrology. I also have my copy of Irish Blessings, which I really love this little book, and I've had it for a very long time. So definitely gonna keep all of those. Okay, one section that I know I need to really challenge myself to evaluate which books I actually want to keep or get rid of is the cookbook section. So I have been eating plant-based for almost a year now. Cynthia and I both have, and we use a lot of recipes from online. I don't often use some of these cookbooks as much, with the exception of the vegan Instant Pot cookbook by Nisha, Vora. I do use this one quite often, and it's really, really helpful for the Instant Pot. So I'm definitely keeping that one. And so the one that I've been struggling with potentially getting rid of, Mastering the Art of French Cooking by Julia Child. This edition was released when the film Julie and Julia came out, and I was obsessed with that movie, and it was definitely one of the reasons that I wanted to get better at cooking myself. And I've done a couple of the recipes in here. They were definitely more complex than what I could manage at the time. And now that we don't eat meat and we don't eat dairy because neither of us can digest it, I don't see myself using these books. So I think that it's a shame that they would just be sitting on my shelf collecting dust. So as hard as it is to let go of these ones, I think somebody else would really, really appreciate these books. And on a similar note, I did actually look through this one the other day, Fresh Mexican. These are really beautiful recipes, and a lot of them are regional. So I got this one on discount as well. I think I may have gotten it around the same time I got this book. And I have used some of the recipes in here, but it's been a number of years. And when I flipped through this the other day, because I was trying to get some inspiration, I realized that so many of the recipes are focused around meat as the protein. And it'd be doable to swap out things for a vegan option, but I don't see myself using this cookbook as readily as some of the online recipes that I like to follow. So I think somebody else will really appreciate this recipe book. This one, while it is technically a recipe book, it's more like, I don't know, like a fun sort of guide to eating, drinking, and going with your gut. So I think I'll keep this one for now. And the last one that I have is juice and smoothie recipes. So I do use this one from time to time, so we'll keep this one. Okay, so that looks better. Now moving on to nonfiction. Ooh, this reminds me. I really need to utilize this book because I got some knitting, like a starter knitting kit, and I haven't yet used this book, so this is a good reminder for me to use this. So I have a lot of yoga books, and I don't know if I've shared this before on my channel. I actually taught yoga for a number of years, and so I have all of the books that I had gotten when I was going through my yoga teacher training. And because I'm not teaching yoga anymore, I don't really reference those books, but they're really nice. I think I'm gonna have to hold on to those for now and figure out if I know someone specific that could utilize them. So I'm gonna hold on to those books specifically for now since they're so specialized. So going to keep those ones. And then the last section is my children's fiction and young adult fiction, which I love all of these. So I imagine I'm going to keep these. Keep. So a small unhauling, but this is pretty big for me, I have to say. I don't often get rid of books. And so the fact that I'm getting rid of technically 4, although 1 is a set, yeah, that's good progress for me. And I was actually thinking of potentially doing a video because my bookshelf could really use like a deep cleaning and a reorganization. So I was thinking about maybe filming that process, and if that is a video that you would like me to make for this channel, let me know in the comments below and I will share it with you. So these I'm going to set aside. There is a local used bookstore that I like to go to that sells and buys used books and CDs and DVDs, even records too. So I'm going to see if they will purchase these, and then I can get a little bit of store credit for future books. So exchanging the ones that I am not going to be utilizing for ones that I will be reading in the future. It is late afternoon now, so I'm going to wrap up this video and then go make myself and my sweet wife some lunch. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this weekend reset video, and let me know if you would like to see more videos like this in the future from me. And I hope that you all are enjoying your summer if you live in the Northern Hemisphere, or winter if you live in the Southern Hemisphere. Make sure you wear your sunscreen, protect your skin, stay hydrated. And until next time, I hope you have a lovely and cozy book to curl up with. Bye-bye.